Welcome back to the Art of Crochet blog, and this is square 97, and as you can see we've got some humdinger colours for you this week, and we're starting off with this sunshine yellow, and we've got a tiny little ring of only 4 chains, so 4 chains joined with a slip stitch, and then into that we're going to do trebles with a 1 chain space. So start off with 3 for a standing chain and then an extra chain for that 1 chain gap, and then we're going to do a treble with a 1 chain. So we're going to do that 7 times, so we've got 8 spokes to a little wheel. So this is what your little wheel looks like, and now we're going to join the vanilla yarn to any of these spaces, and we're going to be doing clusters. So you start off with 2 chain, oh, and I've done 3, there you go, so 2 chain and then a 3 treble cluster in that same space. So 1, 2, 3, and then through all of them, and then there's going to be a space in between our clusters, so 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and then we have a 4 treble cluster in the next space. So that's quite a lot of clustering going on in only our second round. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then through all of those loops, and then another 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and another cluster. So keep going, doing the same thing all the way around. So at the end of round 2 we've got, well, a fried egg. So here we go, we're going to jazz it up with a bit of orange, and joining to any of these spaces we're going to do 3 trebles in each space pretty much. So start off with a 3 chain and 2 treble into that first space, and then 3 treble into the next one, and then we'll do a corner. 2, 3. So into the next space we're going to do 2 lots of 3 treble divided by 3 chain. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then another 3 treble, and then 2 lots of 3 treble down the next side. So I think you get the idea. Spicy bit of orange. So let's join the pink to one of these corner spaces, and we're going to do half trebles all the way down. So I've just done 2 chains here and a 1/2 treble in that corner. Oh, and go through that one as well. And then we're going to do 9 half trebles down the side. So that's into the top of each of those sets of 3 trebles. So half trebles all the way around. And when you get to the corner, we're going to do 2 half treble and then 2 chain and another 2 half treble before setting off down the side with another 9 half trebles here, starting off with this one in the corner here. So on the 5th round we've got another row of half trebles with the lime green this time, but this time they're going to be every other stitch. So we start off with 3 chains in the corner, so that makes up for 1 chain space, and then we're going to miss a stitch. So I think that would be our first stitch, so I'm going to do my half treble into that next one there. And then we do a 1 chain space, and then skip another stitch and do it into that one. So we do that all the way down the side. So when you get to the corner, you do 1/2 treble into the corner space, and then 2 chain and another 1/2 treble. Now when I was going along this row, I thought I'd wrap in the yarn, the green yarn end, as I went along, but it doesn't look so good, does it? It looks kind of messy, so I'm just going to pull it out, and I'll have to sew it in to this green row later on to make it so it looks much neater now. And now I'm going to set off down the next row, so 1 chain, skip a stitch, and 1/2 treble into the next one. So for the 6th and final round, I'm going to join the pink yarn again to a corner space and start off with 2 chain and 1/2 treble. So this is another row of 1/2 trebles, which is a bit thinner. That's why there are more rows than usual. So we've got 2 1/2 trebles in that corner space, and then 2 1/2 trebles in each of those 1 chain spaces from the row below. And I'm going to try wrapping that pink yarn, the end, in again. It is my preferred method, otherwise you end up with loads of ends to sew in. So 2 1/2 trebles in each. When you get to the corner, do 2 1/2 trebles in the corner space, and then 2 chains and another 2 1/2 treble. And then you kick off down the next row with 2 1/2 trebles in each of those convenient little spaces. So I'm just going to sew in that pesky little bit of green, and I'll put it underneath, in that green row underneath the pink there, and it'll disappear nicely under there, and then give that a trim, and then we're done. So that is square 97, and here we are. Look, aren't I good? I've done my label already. There we are. Job done.